If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. What happened to Leave It to Beaver's Gilbert Bates aka Stephen Talbot? Talbot's first appearance as Gilbert on Leave It to Beaver was in a 1959 episode called Beaver and Gilbert, in which he played an insecure new kid in town who is prone to telling tall tales. 9. Early in the series, Gilbert frequently got the hapless Beaver into trouble. But as the series developed, Gilbert became a more genuine friend of the Beaver. Talbot guest starred on many television programs in the late 1950s and early 1960s, including 3 episodes of Lassie. He appeared in 2 episodes of The Twilight Zone, Static, and The Fugitive. In 1960, he played Jimmy Kendall, son of the title character in CBS's Perry Mason in the episode, The Case of the Wandering Widow. Talbot also appeared in M Squad, The Barbara Stanwyck Show, The Blue Angels, Men into Space, Lawman, Wanted, Dead or Alive, Law of the Plainsman, The Donna Reed Show, Mr. Novak, and The Lucy Show. He appeared in comedy sketches with Bob Newhart in the early 60s NBC variety program, The Bob Newhart Show. Talbot played the role of Ronnie Kramer in the CBS's anthology series The DuPont Show with June Allison episode Hit and Run. On stage, Talbot co-starred as Sonny in William Inge's Dark at the Top of the Stairs with Marjorie Lord at the La Jolla Playhouse. He also played Dick Clark's ward and nephew in Clark's first movie, Because They're Young, 1960. The high school melodrama also starred Tuesday Weld and had music by rock and roller Dwayne Eddy. Having spent his early years in front of the cameras, Talbot abandoned acting for a career as a journalist. In an article for Salon.com in 1997, he looked back with a sense of humor about his past role on Beaver. In the interests of historical accuracy, I should say that, yes, Gilbert was a troublemaker and an occasional liar, but my character was certainly no Eddie Haskell, that leering teenage hypocrite who spoke unctuously to parents. Well, hello Mrs. Cleaver, and how is young Theodore today? And venomously to the Beaver, hey, squirt, take a powder before I squash you like a bug. I have spent my adult life trying to conceal my Leave It to Beaver past or correcting the historical record. Either way, the series has become inescapable. When I was a kid, I loved acting. In fact, I badgered my father and mother until they allowed me to work. But how could I have known as an innocent 9-year-old that I was taking part in a television program that would live on for 40 years as an icon for baby boomers? In the early 80s, I turned down an offer to revive my role as Gilbert in a Beaver reunion series. I'm trying to establish myself as a documentary filmmaker and an investigative reporter, I explained to the producers. I can't go back to being Gilbert. More recently, Talbot reflected affectionately on his Beaver experience in articles and interviews and even in a Frontline documentary, Diet Wars. Stephen Henderson Talbot, born February 28, 1949, is an American TV documentary producer, reporter, and writer. Talbot directed and produced The Movement and A Madman for the PBS series American Experience in 2023. He is a longtime contributor to the Public Broadcasting Service, PBS, and the series Frontline. His more than 40 documentaries include the Frontline films, The Best Campaign Money Can Buy, Rush Limbaugh's America, The Long March of Newt Gingrich, Justice for Sale, and News War, What's Happening to the News. Talbot has also written and produced PBS biographies of writers Dashiell Hammett, Beryl Markham, Ken Kesey, Carlos Fuentes, Maxine Hong Kingston, and John Dos Passos. He was co-creator and executive producer of the PBS music specials, Soundtracks, Music Without Borders. He began his career in broadcast journalism as a reporter and producer at KQED-TV in San Francisco, where he also contributed feature news stories to the McNeil/Lehrer NewsHour. Talbot has worked as a producer and senior producer for the Center for Investigative Reporting for ITVS and the PBS series, Independent Lens. Before becoming a journalist and documentary producer, Talbot was a television child actor in the late 1950s and early 1960s. He is known for his role in the TV sitcom Leave It to Beaver, in which he played Gilbert Bates, friend of Theodore, Beaver, Cleaver, Jerry Mathers. Talbot has won numerous awards for his broadcast journalism, including 2 National News and Documentary Emmy Awards, 3 Peabody Awards, 2 DuPont Columbia Journalism Silver Batons, a George Polk Award, 6 Regional, Northern California, Emmys, 3 Golden Gate Awards from the San Francisco International Film Festival, 3 Thomas M. Stork International Journalism Awards from the World Affairs Council of Northern California, an Edward R. Murrow Award from the Overseas Press Club of America, a First Prize TV Award from the Education Writers Association, a National Press Club Arthur Rouse Award for Media Criticism, and an Edgar Allan Poe Award from the Mystery Writers of America. He has been nominated 3 times for Best Documentary Script Writing by the Writers Guild of America.